and throughout the community. Um, Not only that, but Lewis in 2000 was considered leading the greatest of all time defense, allowing only 165 points in 16 games, a 10.3 average. He has a career stats of 2,059 career tackles, 41.5 sacks, 31 interceptions as a linebacker, 17 forced fumbles, two and a half or two-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 13 Pro Bowler, seven-time first All-Team Pro, and Super Bowl MVP, which is a rare feat for a defensive player. Um, I'm done for right now. I mean, I go on, Curb.
Oh,
All right. So
okay.
I
Curb.
I went with Alan Page. His NFL career alone speaks volume. Page was a dominant force on the field for 15 seasons. Those 15 seasons, it was Pro Bowl football, in and out with the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. He was the first, and I emphasize this when I say the first defensive player to win MVP in 1971. Uh, Pretty much an almost impossible thing to do in the NFL. Period. He was also a seven-time All-Pro. He played in 16 playoff games, including 4 Super Bowls. So high pressure situation experiences there. Uh, don't forget that he was a key member of the legendary Purple People Eaters during his career. Uh, Also, with the Vikings and Bears, he amassed 148 and a half sacks, 108 with the Vikings, and 40 and a half with the Bears. He was also extremely durable. He played in 236 consecutive games. He started actually 233 of those 236. While Page may not have won a Super Bowl ring himself, his experience in 4 Super Bowls and his dedication maximizing his potential on the field and off the field make him more than a qualified individual to be my defensive captain to guide my team to the ultimate goal, the Everest of football, the Super Bowl. And I kind of want to bring this up. He also did all that while being undersized at 6'4", 245 pounds. And that's all I got for right now.
JB, rebuttal? Or you want to
Yeah,
add anything?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I mean, he kind of, him being dominant and everything, but he didn't play with the same type of emotion that Ray Lewis did. Ray Lewis not only juvenilized himself, the fans, but the sideline with his dancing. I mean, everybody remembers that. I mean, that guy was a monster on the field. You know, Alan Page, LT, Reggie, they all might have been game changers, but they weren't franchise builders like he was. Donald might have been incredible, but Lewis, he didn't, but he carried the team and had an impact in his not just in stats, but his presence as well. He was an identity of the entire organization for 17 years. I mean, the difference being, I mean, the guy might be just a little bit more well known. I mean, you know, statues don't lie, my guy. I mean, the dude's got a freaking statue built outside of the of MT Stadium. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot. Many players model their game off of him and their mindset, and he's a motivational speaker still to this day in his community. I don't know, man. I mean, being undersized in that time, I mean, it was way different era too. I'm done now.
Curbs?
All right, so again, we're just talking about having someone impact us on the field and as a leader. I think Alan Page is more than qualified for that. I mean, his career statistics and accolades speak for themselves. Technically he won a championship with the 1969 NFL championship. Also, his MVP year, he won the Defensive Player of the Year, so he won MVP and the DPOY. He's also on the NFL 100th anniversary all-time team, the 1970 All-Decade team, the Minnesota Ring of Honor. His number 88 is retired, and he also holds the NFL record for safeties in a season with 2. And I just he he's just a dominant. He was just a dominant force on the field, and it's undeniable. There's a reason why he's arguably a top 3 player at his position all time. And you know, what he did off the field also speaks volumes. Just because he was taking college classes to become a lawyer to eventually become a judge while playing football. So I think after his career, he had more than his fair share of work in the community with what he did at his job outside of football. And that's
Okay. JB, another rebuttal or JB? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, my bad, my bad.
No, you go.
Just for due to time purposes, um, I got something to crack 'em, but no, I mean we can move on. However you guys want to do it.
Okay.
You guys got
All right.
questions or
So
whatever.
no, we go. So we go to the judges first. We'll start with Gumby. Who you got and why?
Can you pass? I honestly want to think about this a little bit more because there's a lot to
Okay.
kind of bring in.
Southgate.
Very good debate. I think both of you really smashed it. Both of you came prepared and on point. And there's only one reason why I'm going JB is because Curb, you said his 1971 was his MVP year, correct? Curb?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you said he was undersized. The average size of the offensive lineman in 1971 was 6'3", 255 pounds. So there was only a 10-pound differential. So for that fact, I'm going to go with JB.
All right. Fourth.
This is this is JB and Curb, my boys. But on this one, I gotta go Curb. He brought up accolades that he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I feel like he went more in depth with Alan Page's career than JB did. But much respect to JB. I believe that was a really good debate, but I gotta go with Curb on this one.
I did.
Okay. And and Chris.
Man, the good debate by both guys, both great defensive players. Curb, you got this one pulling Alan Page out of your ass because no one knows about Alan Page like that. Alan Page is probably, if in his position, Alan Page is definitely top 3. Could be 2 if you really want to put him there, because there's only a couple people better than him. Alan Page was a truth man, definitely a scholar, definitely was a judge, and to be the first Defensive Player of the Year and MVP Defensive Player, bro, because there's only 2 of them. So I'll give the Curb, man. I'll give the Curb, man. Good debate, y'all.
All right. So
No, go before
no.
me.
We're gonna go to the chat, get the chat vote out the way. So chat, smiling face for Curse, crying face for JB. Who y'all got in the chat? Smiling face for Curb, crying face. Smiling face for Curb, crying face for JB. Who y'all got? And it's a 4-2 advantage. One way. This
We're
will
not voting
count
for
as a
ourselves, are
point.
we?
Yeah, you can. You can vote for
Good.
yourself. Can't vote for yourself, man.
I'm watching. I'm watching all them 12 fake ones too.
Yo. So we about to get down to the last seconds of the chat vote. It is a close vote. Last 10 seconds. Going once. Going twice. Southgate, you ridiculous, bro. So that point goes to Jay. So we got
No,
a 2-2.
bro,
We got a 2-2. We got a 2-2 tie. We got a 2-2 tie.
bro.